Yeah, I thought I tried really hard, and I just feel like it was a bit unfortunate because I wasn't able to play as many matches leading into this tournament, so there were probably some really bad decisions that I made on certain points, but I think overall it wasn't too bad.
Okay, we'll start with questions in English. Yes, we'll start with this gentleman here.
Hi, Naomi. It's been a year since your withdrawal from this tournament raised a very important issue, mental health among top-level athletes. Do you feel that WTA, ITF tournament organizers have done enough to improve on this specific matter for you guys, or is there more to do?
I mean, I feel like there's always more to do. Like, you can't progress and then just stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always has to be evolution. But I feel like as of right now, like, they're trying their best, and I think it's really nice to see, because sometimes I get surveys and stuff about, like, what would you like more and stuff like that, so.
Ben?
Naomi, just how was your Achilles and your left ankle during this match? I saw you sort of squatting and stretching it a bit near the end. Just how was it holding up, and was there any part of your game where you felt like it was affecting you?
Bless you. Yeah, I mean, I took a painkiller before my match, so I don't know, I still kind of felt it a little, which I'm gonna see what happens when it wears off, but I think, like, I kind of prepared myself to feel it, so that wasn't really the worrying part. It was just annoying to me because the last time I played her, our serves were really important, and coming into this tournament I didn't serve a lot because we kind of wanted to wait until last minute to protect my Achilles, so stretching it felt better. That's why I was doing it often.
Come to here.
Naomi, I'm sure this is extremely disappointing for you to be out after the first round. What were the difference makers for you as far as you were concerned as to why it is that Amanda is progressing to the second round? That's my first question to you. And my second question to you is, heading into this tournament, you have 4 Grand Slams. They're all on hard courts. Do you feel less confident on the clay courts here at Roland Garros? Thank you.
Yeah, I think the difference was, like, for me, match play. Like, I only played 2 matches on clay this year, so I wish I could have played more. Like, I stayed in Europe for longer to be able to prepare for this tournament, so it is a bit disappointing, but I'm happy with, like, how my attitude was, because the last match that we played in Australia, I think I was getting a bit more upset with myself, so I think I progressed in that part. And your second question, what, can you give me, like, a keyword? I'm sorry.
Oh, sure. Not a problem. Your level of confidence heading into given that your Grand Slams are on the hard courts.
For me, I don't play a tournament and I'm not confident in myself, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm the type of player that no one really wants to play. So I can't lie and say that I don't look at, like, past results and whatever, but I also think it's, like, I'm impressed with myself to be able to win 4 Grand Slams, and I'm still 24, so hopefully I give myself a bit more time and I'm able to play more matches on both of those surfaces, because I didn't grow up on red clay or on grass court, and I also, through the years, haven't played that many matches. I didn't really give myself a chance to, so yeah, hopefully I'll learn more as I keep playing.
Come down here.
To continue about what you went through last year, we know that social media is a big issue about mental health. After a game like that, how do you deal with all the messages on social media?
To be honest, I don't look at my messages, and I kind of also filter out things, like, you know how you can filter words and whatever. But yeah, I try to wait usually like 3 days or so after a loss, because the way that my Twitter or my Instagram set up, like I can only see verified people, so usually if I lose I just get a lot of like news that I lost and stuff, so I tend to try to wait a couple of days before I go back on, or just not look at it at all. Yeah, I think the way that I'm kind of handling it is better, because I rarely go on Twitter, and Twitter's like the most negative place. So
Do you think it's a big issue in tennis?
I know growing up it was a big issue for me, because it's like a way to connect with like people that are following you and stuff, but then you also get really bad messages after you lose, and I know for like younger players it's really rough, because you kind of take everything to heart. Well, I did at least, so yeah.
Timani?
Hi Naomi. You served some double faults on, you know, a few big points, and so wondering, did you feel your Achilles on your serve, or was it the serving mainly down to, you know, the lack of practice? You said, and also, like before the tournament, you said that you're wary of, guess, how people reacted to you here, but the crowd was pretty strongly on your side. So did you feel that, and I guess how did that feel?
Yeah, I honestly I didn't feel like my Achilles until the second set, I would say. So in the first set, like I was totally like fine, and I think the serve issue was just down to like playing a really good returner and kind of being a bit shaken by what she could possibly do. So I was trying to maybe go for too much, more than usual. And also, yeah, I also haven't practiced as much as I wanted to, but yeah, I was really grateful for the crowd. Like, I could feel a lot of energy, and it was really fun to play there, even though I didn't win.
Ani?
After Miami, you said that you wanted to give a proper go at clay court, your clay court tennis. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I was wondering what your plans are for grass, and if the decision not to award points at Wimbledon will affect your planning for the next few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm sad about like how I did here. I wish I could have done much better, and I don't know. In my head, I was gonna do great here, and I was gonna do great in Madrid and Rome, but I think that's like the fun part about life. There's so many unexpected things. Like, you can't expect everything to be just as you planned it, so that kind of tests my character. So I'm gonna try to like regroup, and I know that I don't regret anything that I've done. Like, I'm happy that I spent extra weeks in Europe as opposed to what I would normally do. So yeah, I learned a lot here, and I would say like the decision is kind of affecting like my mentality going into grass. Like, I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna go there. I would love to go just to get some experience on the grass court, but like at the same time, for me, it's kind of like, I don't want to say pointless, no pun intended, but like like I'm the type of player that gets motivated by like seeing my ranking go up, or like, you know, stuff like that. So I think the intention was really good, but the execution is kind of all over the place.
And last few questions in English. We'll come back to Molly.
Hi Naomi, unlucky today, really tough draw for you. I just wanted to ask you a question about the scheduling today, because a lot of the early matches were women playing, and in particular your match, obviously it was such a blockbuster in Australia. I just wonder how you felt about playing early. I know there might have been other mitigating factors that went into that decision, but yeah, what your thoughts are on that, and even Iga playing first as well. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I always know that I'm kind of, what time I'm playing is based on like what time it is in Japan. So I always know that I play early here. Like, Kay always plays quite early here too. So I expected that. I'm a little bit surprised Iga played first, but maybe she also requested it. So yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't look at the schedule first of all, but I also didn't think it was like a woman's thing. So,
Catherine?
I know. I mean, just coming back to your sort of mental approach to grass and how committed you were to tackling the clay this season. How does grass compare? Which is the bigger mountain to climb in your mind, grass or clay?
For me, honestly, grass, just because I got injured there pretty badly. So it just makes me a bit scared. But yeah, I feel like you're going to have to like kind of conquer your fears eventually. So I'm going to kind of see how like the decisions turn out is going to be, because I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of back and forth with the whole point situation, and then I guess I'll make my decision.
And then last two questions, firstly here from you, sir.
Naomi, what do you think the main challenges are for you on the European leg of the tour, which means that you've not always been able to play your best tennis, either here at Roland Garros or at Wimbledon?
Honestly, this might be a little bit of a hot take. Like, I feel when I was younger, I didn't really think too much. So, like, everyone was always telling me I get to the third round. But I got to the third round of everything, you know what I mean? And the couple of times I played third round in Wimbledon, I played against Venus, and I thought it was, like, a really great match, and I had chances. And that's against Venus. The next time I played against Kerber, and she ended up winning the whole tournament. So I feel like I just need to keep trying as hard as I can, and hopefully I'll get the opportunity that I want, and yeah, just kind of go from there. But as a whole, I feel like I'm gonna stop telling myself that I'm bad on these surfaces, and instead just like I'm just gonna keep my head down and just keep working really hard, because I think that's what I've been doing this whole year, and I can't expect everything to like come at once. So hopefully, gradually I'll have the results that I want.
And last question in English from Valdo.
Hi. First of all, since this is the last question, let me say that we're thanking you for being so nice and come to this press conference and give us all the answers we asked. And it was nice of you, especially after a loss. And if my question could be stupid, because I'm not sure I have understood everything which has been said before, I'd like to know, if you have to play the match of your life on clay or on grass, where would you play it? If you have already answered, don't answer.
No one's asked me that question before. Like, match of my life against any person I want, or?
Well, of course, it depends on the opponent. But let's say that you are obliged to play the match of your life, the most important, your dream match. Would you play it on grass or would you play it on clay? Of course, I know you would play everywhere else. But if you are obliged to play in one of those two places, where would you play? Where do you think you would have more chances to win?
For me, it's not necessarily chances to win, but probably Wimbledon, just because I grew up watching the grass on Wimbledon more than the clay here. And also everyone sort of treats it like the most prestigious tournament, so probably the grass. Yeah.